Ed Schultz News and Commentary coming to you from Miami on this Wednesday edition. Good to have you with us. What does it mean that Carrier is going to save 800 or 1,000 jobs because they did a deal with Donald Trump? I don't know what it means. I really don't know what it means. But I think it sounds pretty good. Now, we did the story back on March 30th. I went to Indianapolis when the Carrier plant was announcing that they were going to outsource these jobs to Mexico. I saw the strain, I saw the hurt, I saw the despair in the eyes of the workers, interviewed a lot of them, did 2 stories here on RT America about it. And it was a story all too familiar to the manufacturing sector in this country. So a deal has been struck. We don't know all the details. Tomorrow, Trump is going to be in Indianapolis, Indiana, with Mike Pence, laying out the announcement, and I'm sure they're going to play it up big, that they're going to make America great again and save these jobs. More power to them. Don't know what kind of incentives were given. I don't think there were any threats. I think the media is saying there might have been threats, the liberals saying that. No, that's not right. I doubt that, seriously. Trump is a hell of a lot smarter than that. But he probably made the case to a company that did $66 billion in gross sales last year and put $7 billion to the bottom line after tax, that there might be a better way. And I don't know what all the details are, but it's a good story. It's a story that President Obama didn't deliver, even though I know Joe Donnelly, the senator from Indiana, has worked awful hard to try to make this thing work. There are some Democrats that get some credit, but it's Trump that did the deal. Trump is the guy who went out and said we're going to bring jobs back. Trump is the guy who went out and said we're going to turn manufacturing around. This is a hell of a start. He hasn't even been inaugurated yet. The Republicans haven't even taken full power yet. And they're doing something good for middle-class workers, and they're union workers. These are steel workers. So we don't know all the devil in the details, but on the surface, it looks and sounds pretty doggone good. And I don't think the Democrats can go out there and say, well, you know, it's not good. It is good. It is good. Sometimes there's good news when it comes to business, and the Republicans have got their signature on this one so far. We'll see how it plays out. Another story I want to talk about is Democratic leadership. Now we have Chuck Schumer from New York leading the Senate, and we have Nancy Pelosi leading the House from the West Coast. The middle of the country, I guess, doesn't matter to the Democrats. I have a lot of respect for Congressman Tim Ryan of Ohio, who tried to tell the Democrats it's time for a new change. It's time for a new direction. We got to change our messaging. We got to make sure the country knows our priorities. But it just seems like the Democrats have the East Coast and the left coast and the West Coast, and everybody in the middle really doesn't matter. That there is no 50-state strategy. That all these millennials that Bernie Sanders got really doesn't really matter. That it's going to be the same old crap. Look, Nancy Pelosi's a fine person, and some call her a great tactician. That doesn't matter. The question is, can you save the New Deal at this point, Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security? Can you save Obamacare? Can you really address the needs of working families across this country? And that's what Tim Ryan was trying to tell the Democrats in the caucus. The vote today was 134 to 63. 63 Democrats want Nancy Pelosi out. They were willing to step up and say we need a change. This was not an easy thing for Tim Ryan to do, and he had the guts to do it, had the guts to speak up. She's been the leader since 2002. They've lost 63 seats in the House since 2009. Something's not working. And you have to question, can the Democrats connect with white working men in this country that in Pennsylvania voted for Trump and Ohio voted for Trump? Trump also got Michigan and Wisconsin and Indiana, as expected in Indiana. But the Democratic firewall fell apart. And the union vote did not pull through for Hillary Clinton. They may have worked hard, but I can guarantee you a lot of them voted for Trump. And now Trump delivers this Easter egg basket on the front door saying, here's your job back from Mexico to these carrier workers. I guarantee you that this is going to be received by working families across this country as progress. That a guy outside the Beltway was able to say, okay, I'm successful in business. I made these campaign promises, and now I'm going to deliver the mail in Indianapolis. We did this story on March 30th. And we're going to play it again tonight on RT. We did this story on March 30th, and within a week, Trump was talking about it on the campaign trail. He knew the manufacturing sector in the Rust Belt was hurting, and he knew that was the soft underbelly of the Democrats. There's no magic to this stuff. You're either going to do something for working families or you're not. Obama didn't do it. I'm not convinced that Clinton would have done it. Trump got it done. You got to give him credit. Now, we got to get the devil in the details. What kind of incentives, how long these jobs are going to be held. Are they eventually going to leave, or is this a futuristic move by the company to make sure that they're going to keep the jobs here? We'll all see. But on the surface so far, it looks pretty good. Ed Schultz, News and Commentary, brought to you by Communication Workers of America, Alliance for American Manufacturing, BioGreen Clean, and the iSave team. We're back tomorrow.